What's happening, sports fans? How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good day to you. And the NBA playoffs are in full effect. And matter of fact, the Lakers are done. They got bounced by the Timberwolves last night. They lost in a gentleman's sweep, 4-1. We'll talk about the Lakers later on. But in this segment, we're talking about the Pacers and the Bucks and the confrontation that happened after my Bucks got the gentleman's sweep between Tyrese Haliburton's father, John Haliburton, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that follow button, subscribe to the YouTube channels. That is Kendrick Sports Hustle, as well as TFG Sports Media. Again, my Bucks, they got swept. Well, no, they didn't get swept. They got the gentleman's sweep, 4-1 on Tuesday night. Tyrese Haliburton, star for the Pacers, hit the game when he shot in overtime. And then Bedlam ensued in Indianapolis. Giannis would just stand on the court, just kind of, just standing there as you see in this video. And then this gentleman, John Haliburton, who is the father of Tyrese Haliburton, he would walk up in front of him and kind of, provoke him or taunt him. And then they had a confrontation. That confrontation would lead to another one later on as the two teams kind of met in the middle and some shoving and pushing, but security was able to get all that handled. Now, Giannis would address this situation in his post-game presser and basically said that, a lot of people out there need to be humble in victory. He said, I was just standing there, and just contemplating on what could have been. And then Mr. Haliburton walked up on me and they exchanged a few words. Now, Tyrese Haliburton would also talk about this confrontation, which, by the way, he did not even know that happened. It happened between his father and Giannis until after the game, until he was in the post-game presser. And Tyrese says, my dad was wrong for doing that, for coming on the court. So it was just bedlam. But according to reports, Mr. Haliburton is well liked. He's at every Pacers game to cheer on his son, again, sitting courtside. Rick Carlisle, who's the head coach of the Pacers, said he's a stand-up guy. He's always been one of their biggest cheerleaders as far as the team. And this is somewhat out of character for him to do that. Well, John Haliburton on Wednesday morning would go to X, formerly known as Twitter. He would apologize to the Pacers and to the Bucks and to Giannis as well for his behavior, and basically said he should not have even done that. So my thoughts on this is like, man, fathers involved in their sons or daughters or whatever being their biggest cheerleaders. I have no problem with that, but he had no business on the court. Matter of fact, he had no business even taunting Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo don't mess with nobody. Why would you taunt him? Of all the players on the Bucks, Giannis don't mess with nobody. So yeah, he was out of line, and I saw a couple of people were talking about this on yesterday on a bunch of the sports debate shows, and they said John Haliburton was definitely out of line. Some said that he should be fined, this and that. John Haliburton a ban. I don't think you need to take it to that extreme, but he definitely needs to get a slap on the wrist. You can't be coming on the court, man, walking up on players like that. Giannis had some self-control, real talk, because he didn't know who he was. He could have really just went off on him. He could have, he could have been, you run up on a player like that, some random, you don't know who they are. And if they get too close in your personal space, you might have to let them have one. So, yeah, he was in the wrong. Do he need to get a slap on the wrist? Yeah, I think he needs to be reprimanded. Now, I don't think he should be banned from the Pacers games or anything like that, but he definitely needs to keep his emotions in check, Mr. Haliburton. All right, that's my thoughts on it. I'd like to know yours in the comments. I'm Kendrick, the sports guy. We will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Peace.